It will take a lot of loss and a lot of healing to return to this place of wildness and joy. But for now, in this formative mist, where I have the freedom just to let my body sing with movement, I turn my face to the sun to find my friends, to keep running. Chapter 1: Diary of a Runt. In January 2016, 8 months after my husband Rob died, I wrote this letter in my diary. Dear me, I have not yet written a letter to you, I mean, the you after Rob's death. I'm scared of what you will think if I tell you how I really feel, but perhaps this is the year to stop being afraid. You've had a really shitty year. Understatement. A bog-awful tit-twister of a year. We lost the love of our life and we went through losing him twice. Once, when we thought we were going to be separated and divorced, which was a pain we never thought we'd recover from. And then when Rob died and we were lost, our heart ripped out, our days blacker than squid ink. But what am I telling you this for? You already know this. The reason for me writing this, darling Poorna, is because we are going to set out what we want from this year and what we want from life. I think it's important to do this, otherwise we are just going to be travelling through the ether, adrift, but not knowing what's going on. So what we are going to do is state our desires, our wishes, our dreams, and if not much comes out of it, fine, we tried. Number 1, we are going to leave England by October latest. Number 2, we are going to take some time and spend it with our loved ones like Leela, Priya, Shabby, Mum and Dad. Number 3, we are going to travel and get up early and see sunrises. Number 4, we are going to be in love with Rob but also open ourselves to the idea of new possibilities. Number 5, we are going to get laid, at some point. Number 6, we are going to stop acting like work is life or death. We have seen death and it isn't work. Number 7, when we get mad, we are going to remember that none of this really matters. What matters is love and kindness. Number 8, we are going to be the fittest we have ever been. Number 9, we are going to be strong in mind, body, and spirit. Number 10, and remember, all things change. 12 months after writing this, everything on this list had happened apart from point number 1. And, I mean, you probably already knew this, but this entire book is about point number 9. 1995. One warm morning in early September, when summer was still clinging on by its fingertips, and the air was starting to smell of the sweet rot of dying flowers, a person walking along a certain country lane in deepest Kent would have seen a strange sight over the fence. In a corner of the empty green playing field of the local girls' school, puffs of smoke were emanating like a chimney from underneath a gnarled collection of trees, accompanied by a sequence of splutters and coughs, like a bag of stones rubbing together in a sack. It would have been followed by some wheezing and, oh God, that was disgusting, which would have definitely been odd because trees don't smoke and they definitely don't talk. But little teenage shits do, and this was the moment that I, aged 14, had decided to try cigarettes for the first time. I'd put more organisation into that moment than I did with my homework. I woke up one day, decided I wanted to smoke, and put a plan into action. The first step was procurement. Despite having the chutzpah to take up smoking independently of any peer pressure, most local corner shops were run by fellow Asians, and I did not feel confident in asking a random auntie for 10 silk cut, most likely to be met with a shrivelling death stare. With South Asians, any stranger above the age of 50 is given automatic auntie status, even if they only met you 5 minutes ago. This allows them to critique your relationship status, life choices, and appearance. Since purchasing was a no-go, I resorted to crime, stealing a couple of loose cigarettes from my Uncle Ashok's corner shop in London on our last trip to visit him in the holidays. Even if he noticed them missing, I reckoned I'd be long gone on a train back to Kent. The second step was recruiting a willing accomplice, because if I got caught, it would infinitely be better to do detention with a pal. But also, I needed a witness to